Good morning, guys. All right, so we're going to complete Saxon Phonics Lesson 89 today. And so yesterday, I want you to think about what we talked about. It was a little bit different. Remember, it was just about spelling yesterday. So we learned that when you have a suffix, remember a suffix, that ending that you add, that starts with a vowel, and you try to add it to a word that has that sneaky E in it, that we have to drop that E. But when you have a suffix and you just add it to a word that, or a suffix that has a consonant and you add it to a word, you just add it. So that's something that we're going to keep practicing as we go along, okay? So today, let's see what we're going to learn. All right, we're going to warm up by saying our alphabet in a special way, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is I want you to, we're going to say the letter and then we're going to say the sound and we're just going to cross our bodies, okay? Just so that we can remember, because sometimes since we've learned some of the other letter combinations and stuff, we might actually kind of forget some of those sounds that we haven't focused on. Are you ready? So here we go. So we say A, B, B, C, K, D, D, E, F, F, G, G, H, I, J, J, K, K, L, L, M, N, O, P, Q, Qu, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Very good. All right, so here are our letter name cards. And remember, yesterday we didn't add anything new, but let's just kind of go over them real quick, okay? So I've got Digraph TH, Digraph NG. Okay, I'm going to try to skip around and see if I can trick you. Are you ready? What about right here? Final syllable TLE. How about if I hop down right here? Combination AR. How about over here? Digraph EA. Good job. Remember, that's when we worked on this week. How about here? Combination QU. Up here? Final syllable PLE. And then right here, I consonant E. Very good. All right, so here are our letter sound cards, and I do want to go over our sound cards because remember this week we did add a couple new ones and they can be kind of confusing. Are you ready? So we say sheep, E, digraph EE, cheese, ch, digraph CH, rain, A, digraph AI, staple, pool, final syllable PLE, bugle, ghoul, final syllable GLE, hay, A, digraph AY, yarn, Y, horse, or, combination OR, bird, combination IR, butter, combination ER, feather, digraph TH, steak, A, digraph EA, cube, U consonant E, thread, digraph EA, thimble, digraph TH, dime, I consonant E, shark, sh, digraph SH, leaf, E, digraph EA, light, I, trigraph IGH. Then I have hose, O consonant E, candle, dual, final syllable DLE, fox, X, bubble, bull, final syllable BLE, hook, digraph OO, cry, I, vowel Y, star, R, combination, A-R, tooth, oo, digraph, O-O, elephant, E, quilt, qu, combination, Q-U, candy, E, vowel Y. All right, so you are going to echo the words I say and listen for the sound that's the same in each word. Okay, so if I say oil, soil, coin. So let's slow them down a little bit. Ready? Oil, oil, coin. What sound do you hear? It's a very different sound. That's right. You make the oi sound. What letters do you think make the oi sound? I have oil, oil, coin. That's right. It's that oi makes that oi sound. Okay, this is something new. This is called a diphthong. Okay, a diphthong is two vowels that come together so fast that they're considered one syllable. So look at how fast I can combine those sounds. I say oi. And so what happens is, look, oi. It actually, my mouth goes forward and it makes another sound and comes back. It's like two sounds that come together. So diphthong. Okay, we code diphthongs like other letter combinations with arcs. So we're just going to connect them underneath. Oi, ul, s, oil, oin. Okay, you're going to listen for these words and listen for the sounds that you hear. Are you ready? I've got boy, soy, koi, boy, soy, koi. What sound did you hear in the final or ending position? That's right, you heard that oi sound again, but look at this and see if you can figure out. Boy, oi, oi. That's right, O-Y. So we had O-I before that made the oi sound. O-Y makes that oi sound too. So this is a diphthong too, but it happens at the end of words. So if you see that oi sound, it's almost always going to be at the end of words. Watch my mouth when I make the sound. It changes as we move from one vowel to the next. Ready? B-oi. See, it starts off at the front and then it goes to the back. S-oi. And then pulls back. All right, so we actually have two new letter cards today. We added diphthong OY and diphthong OY. So when we see this, we're going to say diphthong OI. And this one's diphthong OY. We also have two letter sound cards. For OI, we have oil. So listen, oil. So we'd say oil, oi. Diphthong OI. Now, that OI is going to be at either the beginning of the word or the middle of the word. For the diphthong OY, we are adding the letter card toy, because you can hear it. So we'll say toy, oi. Diphthong OY, very good. So oil and oi. All right, so we have a completely new spelling sound now. So when you hear the oi sound, you know you're going to write OI if it's going to be in the beginning or middle of the word, and then we're going to say final OY. Okay, so OY at the end of the words. All right, let's see if we can try to do our letter cards now since we have some new ones. Are you ready? So we have digraph TH, digraph NG, digraph EE, combination ER, trigraph IGH, vowel Y, A consonant E, final syllable TLE, digraph AY. Here's our new one, diphthong OY, U consonant E, E consonant E, final syllable DLE, digraph EA, O consonant E, Combination, O-R. Combination, I-R. Combination, A-R. Digraph, A-I. I consonant E. Final syllable, G-L-E. Combination, Q-U. Final syllable, B-L-E. Digraph, C-H. Y, Q, oh, here's our new one. Diphthong, O-I, and then final syllable, F-L-E. And on our sound cards, we're not going to go over all our sound cards, but look, you see what we added? Right at the top, we're going to say toy, oi, diphthong, O-Y. Do you see anything else we added? All the way at the bottom, we added oil, oi, diphthong, O-I. Very good. All right, we're going to go ahead and try to make some words with that O-I and O-Y diphthong now. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with the O-I at the top, okay? And I'm going to add an F at the beginning and then an L at the end. So what would that be? Oil. Foil, very good. Let's change just the beginning sound to an S. And what do we have? Soil, very good. What if I change it to a B? Oil. Boil, good job. All right, let's try another one. Okay, we're going to change the ending sound to an N, and then we're going to put an L in front of it. So loin. Loin, very good. What if I change the beginning sound to a C? Now I have coin, good job. All right, let's practice that. Take the I away and practice that O-Y for that oi sound, okay? Remember, we know that this is going to be the end of the word, so I'm not going to be adding anything to the end. I'm just going to be adding things to the beginning, okay? So if I move an S in front of there, it's going to be soy. Very good. What about an R? Roy, that could be someone's name. Oh, you guys are going to know this one automatically. What if I add a B in front? Boy, good job. And then I'm going to add a blend. What if I add that PL blend? Now I've got ploy, very good. And then let's do a silly one. Are you ready? This is going to be a nonsense word. What if I add the M? Moy, very good. And a Z? Zoy, perfect. All right, you guys did an awesome job making words. All right, let's go ahead and practice coding some of those words now. Words today, and remember, we learned about something totally new today. We learned about something called diphthongs, and we learned about diphthong O-I and O-Y. And remember, when we talk about diphthongs, if we watch our mouths when we make that sound, oi, oi, it makes my mouth make one motion, and then it goes to another as it moves through the different vowels, okay? So let's try to code it and see if we can see it in these words. So my first word, what do you notice about it? That's right, I always have to check the back, and so I've got that L-E-S-S, so suffix L-E-S-S, or we can call it suffix less too if you want to say that. So when I get here, I automatically know I can just say less. Then over here, what do you notice? I've got a vowel, a consonant, and an E. So that's going to be that long U, sneaky E pattern. So when I sound this out, I've got use, and then over here I've got less, useless. Very good. All right, over here, what do you notice about this word? That's right, I got to go to the end of the word again. I've got that final syllable, B-L-E. So I put my bracket up, remember I'm putting my wall up, and then what else do I need to do to that final syllable? I've got to cross off that E because it's silent. So when I get to this part, I know I'm just going to say bull. Okay, over here, this is just a CVC word. So I know that that vowel, since it's got a consonant behind it, is going to be short. So b-ab, babble, babble. So useless babble. Babble is like talking. Useless babble. Look at this word. This is a longer word, but remember we can break it apart so that we can read it. What do you notice about this word? That's right, we check the end. The end has that suffix ed. So I'm going to go ahead and box it off. And now I've got to get over here. Now, I've got lots of vowels, so I'm going to figure out where I'm going to break this apart. I've got an A, and then I've got an O, and I've got a consonant between it. So remember, when I have that vowel, consonant, vowel pattern, where am I going to break apart my word? Right behind that first A, that's right, because behind that first vowel. So, I've got an A by itself right now. Let's go ahead and try to do the middle part first, okay? Well, in the middle, I see that I have that O-I, okay? So when I see that O-I, I'm going to arc it together just like I do the letter combinations, even though it's a diphthong, because I know that this is going to make a sound together. So I'm going to put that arc, and I've got void, void. So now listen, though. I've got an A by itself, so I think it's going to be long. Let me sound that out. A void. A void, is that how we say that? No, we say avoid. So that's that A again that makes that schwa sound. So I'm going to turn it into an upside down E. Remember the upside down E for that schwa symbol, because I know this A is going to make an sound instead of an A. So avoid. Avoid, and then we're going to add the ed. Avoided. Avoided. Did. Good job. Avoided. And then right here, what do you see that I need to code in that word? It's got that ER letter combination, so I'm going to arc it together. So, her. Avoided her. And then the last word, it starts right off the bat with the letter combination, that QU, so I need to arc them together. And then I have an I in front of a Z, so it's an I in front of a consonant, so it's going to be short. Quiz. Avoided her quiz. Let's read them one more time together. Useless babble, avoided her quiz. Awesome job, guys. Hi, guys. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull out our activity sheet so we can practice that skill together. All right, guys, we learned about something totally new today. We learned about that diphthong, O-Y and O-I, and they both make the sound oi. So let's go ahead and warm up by trying to write some of our spelling sounds. If I say the sound what are you going to write down? That's right, E like elephant. Okay, what about the th sound, like thimble? TH, good job. Okay, what about the d sound? That's a D, very good. But remember, what else can make that D sound? At the end of words, it can be D or it can be ED. Remember, sometimes that ED sounds like the D sound. All right, what about the T sound? T, good job. And then ending, same thing like D, it can be T or it can be ED. Remember, like asked. When we say that word, the ED makes the T sound. All right, number 5, what about the P sound? P, very good. How about the like ring? That's that digraph NG, very good. How about like nest? It's the first one we worked on. N, very good. And then what makes the Z sound? How can I spell the Z sound? It can be Z, but what else could it be? S, that's right, like in rose. And then how about the sound? O, good job. And then W, like wagon. W, perfect. All right, let's go ahead and try to spell some words with some of that spelling pattern that we've learned. Okay, here's a trick. Are you ready? I want to spell the word give. Give. So what do I have? G, then I, V. So that's what I hear, give. But remember, can I have a V by itself? No, when I spell V at the end, it's got to have an E behind it. So even though usually when that has the I consonant E, it should be a long I, this one breaks the rules. So give. Let's try another one. Have. H, then the A, V, and then look, V can't be by itself again, so it needs that E. So have. Remember, it's a rule breaker too. It doesn't follow the A consonant E like the normal words. All right, are you ready? So now we're going to try a new sound, the oi sound. Oi. So when I hear oi, how can I spell it? It's O-I if it's at the beginning or middle of the word, or ending O-Y. Very good. So O-I or ending O-Y. All right, let's try to spell the word foil. What do you hear in foil? F, then oi. That's that oi sound, but listen, it's got another sound after it. Oi, ul. So since it has that other sound, it's in the middle, which one are we going to use? We're going to use O-I, that's right. And then our ending sound is oi, ul, L. Good job. How about pointed? Pointed, what do you hear? P, p. P, oi. That's right, it's O-I because it's in the middle. P, oi, n, very good. Point, t, pointed, ed. When I add that ed, what two letters is it? E-D, very good. And then boy, what do you hear in boy? B, 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 good job. And then oi. That's right, it's that oi sound, but remember, this is at the end of the word, so what am I going to use? O-Y, good job. All right, let's try to code some words with those diphthongs in them. Are you ready? How about my first word on 17? What do you see that I need to code? Remember, I always check my ending. What does it have at the end? It's got an S, so I need to box that S off. Then what do you see? The O-I, okay, but we need to arc them together. So, oin, coin, and then add the S. Coins, coins, very good. So, we have coins. On the next word, that should be easy. What do you see that we need to code? All we have is that O-Y, so let's go ahead and arc it together. T-oi, toy. So coins, toy. And then what about down here? Well, I have more than one vowel, so let's go ahead and mark our vowels. Vowel, vowel, and then I have a consonant, consonant between it. So remember when I have that vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, break it down between those consonants. So now I've got an E in front of an N, so it's short. And then I've got a J, and I've got that O-Y I need to connect. So, N, and then J-oy, joy, enjoy. All right, the next word. Well, this is a compound word, so I need to figure out where I can break it up between the words. Well, I see a word I know. I see boy, so I'm going to break it up in front of boy, because I know that's a word by itself, boy, and all I have to do is arc that O and the Y. Now look, though. I just have CVC at the front, so I can make that O short. Tom, boy. Very good. So coins, toy, enjoy, tomboy. And then our last word on 21, what do you see that we need to code? It's got that ED at the end, so I got to box it off. Okay, then what else? Well, I've got more than one vowel, so let's check our vowels. Vowel, vowel, and I've got a consonant in between it. So break it apart after that first vowel. Okay, now I've got that O-I in the middle symbol, so I'm going to go ahead and hook it. So void, void. Okay, I've got an A by itself. Now, what do we know about that A by itself? Does it usually say the long A sound? No, it makes that upside down E, that schwa sound, and says So void. Avoid, and then ed, avoided. Coins, toy, enjoy, tomboy, and avoided. So which one matches the picture? Coins, very good. All right, our next word on 22, what do you see that we need to code? final syllable, D-L-E. Very good. Put your bracket up. And then what else? Cross off the E. Very good. Now I just have a CVC word, so that I is going to be short. So I've got m-id, mid. And what does that D-L-E say? Dull, middle. Very good. How about on 23? What do you see? Good job. I can mark off this whole thing, L-E-S-S. That's a suffix by itself and says less. So now all I have to code is I have an E in front of an L, so it's in front of a consonant, so it's going to be short. And you might just know this word. It's one of our sight words. Help. Helpless. Helpless. How about the next word? Well, it's a little bit longer of a word. I've got more than one vowel, so let's see where I break it apart. I've got a U, and I got an E, and I've got two consonants between. So break it apart between those consonants. Now my first syllable, I have T-H-U-N. What do I need to code there? I've got to underline that T-H because I know it goes together. The U is in front of an N, so it's short. Th-un. Thun. And then over here, I've got the D, and then I've got that ER that I can arc together. D-er. Der. Thunder. Thunder. Very good. And then on 25, what do you see that I need to code? I've got that IR in the middle, so I'm going to arc it together. So, firm. And our last one, what do you see? I've got QU, so I've got to arc it together. Then I've got an I in front of a Z, so it's short. So, quiz. So, middle, helpless, thunder, firm, and quiz. Which one matches that picture? It's actually a quiz or a test. That's right. All right, on the back. All right, part of this we're going to do together, and then I'm going to let you finish it today because I think that you can do it, okay? We're just filling in. We have we're going to fill in the noun to make the sentence make sense, okay? So the blank is skating. So what's skating? Let's look at the picture. What is that? It's a boy. So I would find the word boy, and I would write boy down. Let's try another one. The blank is running. What's something that's running? Well, I see a cat and a dog running, so we can choose which one we want to say. Let's just write cat. Okay. So you guys are going to finish the next ones. I have the blank is raking, so you'll pick a word that makes sense there. The blank is sitting, so you'll figure out what makes it sitting. And then the blank is shining. So you have 3 to do by yourself, okay? All right. After you finish those 3 words, there's a couple words at the bottom that you can challenge yourself to, and then you'll be all finished for the day. All right, guys, you did an awesome job. Thank you.